Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Hey guys, we are here with Alien Isolation for October. Halloween's coming up, so I decided to put up a scary game, even though, I've already got another one up, but I want to do this one because it's one of my favorite franchises of all time. So, And this year was 30 years. The 30th anniversary of Aliens. So here we go. Alrighty. The music kicks in for 3 seconds and then okay. So let's just check on some options here. Let's make sure that our subtitles are on, for example. I guess it's in audio. Subtitles are on. Alrighty. So we're going to play the game on... Yeah, we're going to start one. Oh, wow. I already have Nightmare unlocked. Well, I played on medium difficulty because I usually play on normal difficulty for my first playthrough of a game. I played on normal difficulty at launch. And so, I've already beaten the game, but... Since, I want to play it again, I want to get a new experience, I'm going to play on hard, which was actually the suggested difficulty when the game launched, and there was only easy, medium, and hard. Now that I've picked this up again, after beating it, there's 2 more difficulties. There's Novice and Nightmare, as you would notice. And that's really good that, they would change the difficulty on us there, so that you have an extra difficulty. So I'm going to be playing on hard difficulty though, and because it's the recommended way to experience the game, and I guess I played it on easy mode before. So we're going to play on hard. Yeah, we're going to start a new game. All right, here we go. Alien is such a cool franchise, though it suffered the 90s. It had some great entries in the 80s because I consider some bleed over with 79 is kind of 80s as well, and then 86 with Aliens, and then 92 and 97 weren't good. But I'll keep my mouth shut so we can listen.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo.
This is the perfect way for it to start out.
Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew. Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up.
But we all know that didn't happen.
This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
So cool. So good. So this takes place somewhere in the 57 years between Alien and Aliens. So Ripley, for the protagonist first, this is her daughter.
I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
So here we are. This is the Torrens, and anyone who's seen, especially the first movie, will recognize these. These are the pods, the cryostasis pods that people sleep in while they journey through space. There it is. So we're going to sign in. And we are Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, who tragically lost her mother in the events of Alien, because she was presumably back on Earth, or whatever planet they happened to be living on, which I'm going to assume was Earth, because Weyland-Yutani didn't get into terraforming until after the events of Alien. So she was left on Earth, and she lost her mom when she was 11 years old. And she's been searching for her ever since. To no avail. So hopefully, this will give us a good ending for Ripley. So does that literally just turn on and off? It does. Just turns on and off. Oh, jeez. I gotta remember where I am. I gotta get dressed, but I gotta remember where the clothes are. Because they're not, surprisingly, in here. See, and these are the spacesuits that they used. Though these ones are yellow, where they were white in Alien. I can see my feet. Alrighty. Where are my clothes? I gotta get some clothes on, cause I'm all in my unmentionables. Did I literally just walk into the same room again? I did. I walked into the same room again. This is going really well, guys. Alrighty. But just the feel of this ship feels very much like Aliens. So let's take a look. No, we can't take a look. But we're all signed in and we're ready to go. I'm gonna check over here. But this and Star Wars are the two franchises that really got across the lived-in sort of sci-fi, you know, back in the day. Because before it was all like Star Trek. Everything was perfect and white and, you know, looked like an Apple store would have looked in those days. You know, it's all perfect and things just work out the way they do and it's okay.
Ah, Ripley.
Yeah.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
You should probably get changed, Ripley. Verlaine will be calling us soon.
Yay, I spoke to Samuels. See, and this med bay is exactly the same as the one in Alien. Anyone who's seen the first movie will remember that John Hurt as Kane went in here after he got a face hugger attached to his face. And somewhere over here, I would say somewhere like this, is where Ash was inspecting the face hugger after it just seemed to crawl off and die. And everything seemed to be fine, but as we all know, things weren't just fine. Things weren't going too well. And if you remember, this is where Veronica Cartwright, who played not Parker, I can never remember her name, but she always whines. Like, she's the one to just go nuts all the time at everything. She freaks out. And in this hallway is when she punches Ripley in the face for almost not letting them onto the ship. Because Kane had, as I said before, an alien attached to his face. Which was, good, safety precautions, but she and Captain Dallas weren't very appreciative of it. We're still looking for my clothes. Someone hid my clothes. It's like high school all over again. There's a shower here. Oh, pfft. There it is. Well, that's my fault, guys. So, on our ship, we've got Verlaine, who is, I believe, the captain, Connor. And those are the people who, usually pilot the ship. They're the ones who run the ship. And the passengers are Samuels, Taylor, and myself, Amanda Ripley. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The megacorps undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contacts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Well, I hear Weyland-Yutani pay... I hear Weyland-Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat 'em, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. Something tells me that Verlaine and Blaine are not going to be able to catch up. So we're all dressed now. You can see I have shoes instead of just my bare feet running around. But just the sounds and the atmosphere of this ship is spot on, especially for the first movie. So there's the medical center where we talk to Samuels. And that's out. So now we need to find the lounge where Taylor should be. There we are. See, and this is very similar.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
I don't remember if there's
All
any...
personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
Keep getting cut off. Alright. I don't remember if there's any evidence in the game at all. But for some reason, you know, all the things like, oh, he doesn't need as much sleep as us and all that, makes me think that Samuels is a synthetic. Though usually they tell you. You know, other than one of the crew members of the Nostromo, who was secretly a synthetic that, you know, they didn't know about. To end Taylor, R.E., the Nostromo incident, Weyland-Yutani filed DS939847. Hey, Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files, and the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the USC SS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its crew or cargo. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew worked together before, 7 in all. Dallas was the captain. Ash was the science officer. Kane, or was it Kane, executive officer, which is funny because there's actually been some dispute, and even if I remember correctly, the subtitles on the special edition of Alien that I have subtitles him both ways. You know, people will say the name Kane, and it'll be either spelling. So there's a little dispute on that. There's Ripley, who's Ellen Ripley, the warrant officer. Lambert is the navigation officer. That is Veronica Cartwright. She's the one who freaks out at everything. Parker, chief engineer. Yaphet Kotto played him in the movie, which was awesome. And Brett, the engineering technician. Right. Well, and Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark on the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try to find the files later. Clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck can rub off on me. I hear upstairs have got an eye on you for something big, Saul. Then we'll go down and read the other one. The Torrens Manifest. Diane Verlaine is the captain. The navigator and comms officer is William Connor. The owner of the ship is Diane Verlaine, and the contractor is, of course, Weyland Yutani. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol Station. Team consists of 3 WY employees: Samuels, C, Ripley, A, Taylor, N. Passengers: Samuel Christopher, Ripley Amanda, Taylor Nina. Number of decks 2, number of crew 2. Interstellar communications antenna, long haul hypersleep chamber, commercial passenger cargo. The ship retrofitted from a tow rig. Retains operational heavy duty tow umbilical. So, yeah. That's just kind of giving us some information on the ship. Ooh. Yay, stuff! I'm going to be able to craft stuff later, and all this stuff at the beginning is going to be really helpful.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class, Captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Let's get it done.
Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
Should all go according to plan.
Calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing document?
Maybe.
You can watch the approach.
Probably
on the
not.
monitors.
We're going to see if we can actually watch the approach, because I don't remember watching it before. Oh, no, it's a cutscene. So, yeah, I definitely watched the approach. So that is...
Can we see it?
the Torrens.
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
Looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Weyland
Yutani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again?
And actually, the Sevastopol station looks a lot
Station's
more
comm seem pretty
like,
screwed up, so I fitted
like the
Samuel's
Nostromo
suit with a
than
radio booster.
the Torrens.
I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you.
I like whining.
Depressurizing. Oh, fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor.
Not anymore.
Just keep moving!
Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody!
I love the retro look of all of the visuals. You know, everything looks high tech for the time that the movies were made. You know, what would be considered vintage or low tech now, but was pretty high tech back then. You know, it keeps the aesthetic, which is really cool. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, when they try to do older stuff, they change the aesthetic. You know, think Prometheus. I actually like Prometheus. A lot of people didn't. But, well, here we go. I think we're going to have some dialogue here again. Alright, as I was saying, I liked Prometheus. But the thing is, you know, the thing that makes it hard to marry with the rest of the series is there's discrepancy. Their tech is way more advanced than anything that was seen on the Nostromo or anything else. Now, there are some ways that you can change that. You know, just as a side note, I love how the sound is muted because I have the helmet on. You know, it's a lot more echoey. It's a lot more. Well, let's see. I can't open that door, but you know, it's a nice little effect that they did with the spacesuit. We'll see it again later when I put on another spacesuit. But in Prometheus, the technology was way higher than anything they had on the Nostromo or anything else, but it was also a research vessel, so it was going to be high tech. Where yeah, you only manually save your progress in this game. It's not like Dead Space where they have autosave points as well. No, you just save at the manual save points. You know, and you have to find them. They're little save stations. It's cool. So, you know, since the Nostromo was basically a space semi, you know, it's not going to be as high-tech as, say, the Prometheus was. Alrighty, I'm saved. So let's go. So you can marry it that way, but it's still... It's still like how they did Star Wars, where the older movies chronologically have better tech than the older movie, you know, than the you know, 4, 5, and 6, the old trilogy, have less technological tech than 1, 2, and 3, which can be aggravating at times, in my opinion, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, things are not going well on the Sevastopol station. Of course, in video games, how many times does anything actually go well? It's very, very important that we have the flame geyser on a valve, just in case. Alright, let's see if we can get some backstory on what happened here. File corrupted. Decommissioned. So, boys and girls, you probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contracts and next placement, but for now, we still have a job to do. The suits want this done with a skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help, but it does mean overtime. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean lucky dip. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Watts, Chief. And the other file's corrupted, so we're not going to worry about it. So yeah, they're decommissioning the Sevastopol right before this happens. They're gonna throw it in the garbage. Alright, this is the way forward. Oh! I forgot about dropping like that. But that didn't feel too good.
God damn.
Check out the fact that I lost health.
This'll help.
Yep, and this is the radial inventory. So I have my little flare.